hottest and fastest growing platform in the game. Solid Sweet, your boy TuF.T certified, man. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know how we get down.
Hey,
What's poppin', mama? How we doing?
what's up? What's up? Love to tap into the mind of an independent. So definitely looking forward to this Wednesday.
Yes.
Plus Oklahoma. That's
Yeah.
totally off the grid for us.
Yeah.
Totally off the grid for us.
Yes, it
So
is.
yeah, we're definitely excited.
So we finna dive inside the mind, man, of a dope independent artist, man. Y'all know how I like to get down. Y'all know how like she like to get down. We like to get to know the artist himself. We like to get to know how they move and who they are as a person or who they may be as a person, man. We just want to get to know who you are. So make sure when y'all come into the live, man, y'all turn up with us, man. Y'all vibe out with us, man. Big Bank Roll. I'm gonna just bring him in, man. He can introduce himself, let you know where he's from. So let's get it cracking. Bankroll,
Hey,
what's the deal? What's the deal?
What's up, y'all?
thank you.
How y'all doing?
All right, let me get us into some groups.
All right, share it out the live. Share out the live to some people if you want to. While
All right, bet.
share the link. It should be live now, so you'll be able to share the link out.
I got you. I did.
All right,
Good,
say no
good,
more.
good.
All right, man. So off the rip, man, we just gonna jump into this question right here, man. Let us know who you are. Tell us where you from.
My name Big Bankroll Avo. If you know me personally, is B Rad. I'm from Oklahoma, but I plan to move out toward Cali soon, maybe later this year.
Okay. Okay. Cali, man. So I heard you say Cali. I know that we was talking and we were gonna wait for this question. She was like, no, no, you need to jump off with that from the rip. So let's start with this MHM Productions.
Yeah.
Uh Tell us about that.
MHN Productions, man. Basically, I go to college, right, for Full Sail audio production
Okay.
engineering. And basically a group of us got together. We became friends and whatnot, and we were like, let's get to making money off of our music. So we put a little thing together. There's like four of us that like run it completely, but then
Yeah.
we branched out and got everybody else everywhere. We got A&Rs, we got some graphic designers, we got some film editors, some film takers.
Yeah.
That's dope.
We
That's
got a little
dope.
bit of everything, and it's
So
like
they're all in the squad. You guys all work together?
yeah, yeah. What's it called? We all
Dope.
in a group chat. We
Dope.
help each other with the full sell shit, and we just keep things pushing as much as we can.
I love that. I love that. Full Sail is a great place.
It
We
is.
were just talking about that this morning. My brother was a professor there, so he does his own film stuff now. So, but yeah, it's an amazing start. Amazing start. That's
Oh
super
yeah,
dope. I love it. I love it. I love it.
it taught me how to market.
So
You
like
know,
we're big on independency. Like, if you're gonna bring in revenue or you're gonna protect your family in the future, you need to bring in revenue now, but you need to be able to bring in your own, not something that belongs to someone else and they get to take percentages. No, you need to bring something of your own.
yeah, that's what we all kind of
So
do. We all
co-ownership.
we do it all ourselves. But like I'm my own artist, I'm my own producer and everything. But if I make a beat and I want to sell a beat, I'm collaborating with MHM Productions. You know what I mean?
Okay.
That's kind of how we
Yeah.
roll.
Yeah.
We are all our own like individuals still, but like we come together when it's time. If that makes sense.
You know, your own entity. Just
Yeah.
we get it. We get it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so we know you're from Oklahoma. Um, Tell me, go all the way back to the beginning. What got you into music?
So honestly, my mom passed away around 2014, 2015 ish, and I always wanted to do like music in a way, but I didn't know where to like start. And
Yeah.
so my mom passing away, it was kind of hard, but at the same time, God opened up another door for me because getting them checks whenever you're young. My dad gave me half of it. He put the other half away to like save for whenever I got older. But yeah, that half of the check that I got for myself, I went and bought all studio equipment, you know, and I just started watching YouTube. That's how I started.
I love that. I absolutely love that. That's quite a beginning, you know what I mean? And to be honest, big ups to your dad because my father passed away when I was a kid and my mom got checks and I I had to fight for it by the time I was 15. So big ups to your dad. That's big respects. You know, it's hard to have a relationship like that.
Yeah, I definitely admit that I'm thankful for it. Yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Fact.
So to me, you seem very humble. I get a humble vibe from you. I get intelligency. Like I could tell that you have like
Yeah,
that
you're
you
intellectual
yeah
for
as
sure.
hell as hell as hell. So who were some of your inspirations, not just musically, but like growing up as a kid? And then we'll get into music. So just growing up, who were some of your inspirations?
honestly, before I ever wanted to do music, I was looking at the basketball scene way more. You know, I'm 6'6", so most of my
Okay,
inspiration
tall
came.
motherfucker right there.
Yeah, you know,
What?
I was watching KD, Kevin Durant. That was my inspiration at one point. What's it
I
called?
see.
I was over there. I'm trying to think. Inspirations like Will Smith, you know, actors, country singers
Yeah,
like Blake Shelton and you know, some of the other country ones that came from Oklahoma. I really just like
yeah,
the localness, you know, like I really try to support everybody that's out from where I'm from, even though where I'm from don't try to
right,
support me as much, but it's all love.
right. I'm gonna tell you something, man.
I'm gonna get into that in
And
like 10
and
questions too.
I taught myself this. I taught myself this. It's not about putting the city on your back. The city don't have to support you. The world does. Let's just be honest. The world has to support you, bro. Like it's a show me world. So at the end of the day, like it's cool to get your city on your back, but that's limited. You feel what I'm saying? The world is infinity. You feel what I'm saying? It's so much bigger that way. It's infinity. So I love the way you see it. You see the bigger picture, and that's just how it has to be.
Yeah, exactly. Like I always try to be that humble person. You know, I ain't ever trying to see like anybody go down for real. I want to see everybody eat, whether they my enemies or not, just not at my table. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Say that. You know, we was told to make our own table, not to sit down and eat at somebody else's table. We was taught to make our own table. And that's what we're gonna do here. That's what we do with today's wave. We get independence and industry and NFL, NBA, you name it, they've all been on here from and you know, from independents like Black Rambo, Two Guns D. These guys been on here because they want to see us independents win too. They want to give it back to us as well. So they hop on just to help us build these views. You feel what I'm saying? So what we're gonna do together independently, bros, we're gonna help push one another. We're gonna come together and we're gonna get our music heard. We're gonna get everybody heard, man. That's what we're here to do.
Yeah. Okay. Bet.
All right, Rick Herb was popping. Maurice was popping, bro. LeChad was popping. Welcome to the live. Y'all got any questions for him? Y'all punch it in there and we'll make sure to ask.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I love it. I love it. Okay, so I'm gonna keep rolling with you. So you've been at it since you were, let's see, that's what, 10 years ago almost? Almost 11 years ago?
Yeah, about 14
So
years
you were
ago.
13?
I was about 14 at the time when I started.
13, 14. Nice. Okay. Okay, so tell me, what keeps you grinding in the game this long? Because, you know, I know we together have probably been back active maybe 4 years for
About four
you,
years.
almost 4 years for me, something like that. And I can tell you that people I started with are not still running. They're not here anymore. So that's quite the stretch for you. What keeps you grinding?
Well, I ain't gonna lie, it ain't always been like consistent. You know, there's been times where I was like, damn, maybe I should quit music. It's not really going the way I wanted to, or you know, just little bumps in the road. But luckily, I've always had people in my corner that try to like, nah, keep it going. Your music good. Your music fire. You know, just that support from one person really mean a lot. Like you know, like even if it's just one person.
Yeah, yeah. Because that's all it takes is one song. One song. And you could fall asleep and wake up tomorrow and your shit be busting. You feel what I'm saying? But I heard you say you produce your own music. write your own lyrics.
Yeah, I produce
What
some.
draws that inspiration to get into any of that?
What's it called? Really, the inspiration of the music is just coming from what I listen to. Being around music, it helped heal certain parts of my life that I couldn't by talking about.
Oh, talk that.
Being able to put MIDI chords onto a track and put some drums on it and let that be a feeling, that's magic right there.
Wait,
Mm, I love that. I love that.
he said music is a feeling. You heard him?
Yeah.
You heard
It's
him?
a feeling.
Most people don't understand that, music is a frequency, a combination of frequencies is that. So like your internal body is made of energy and frequencies, and it's about it, what it does to you, how it affects you, and does it even pierce the skin? Does it even go through and affect you like that? Music is a feeling, walks you through every stage of life.
Exactly.
So you have definitely been at a run where social media and the world has changed with music. Some artists say it makes it easier, some artists say it makes it harder. How do you feel about that? Do you feel like social media has changed the industry and better or worse? How does it work for you?
I think social media has changed the industry, for better or worse. That's still to be determined. I feel like we still got a long journey ahead of it. Uh,
TBD.
what's it called? I used to not consider myself as a content creator up until about 2 months ago. The homie Chris, that is also a
Okay.
part owner of MHM Productions, he's the one that really got on to me. He been like my mentor. He a little bit older than me, but not too much, about 8 years maybe. And he just been on me, trying to get me to get that content made, get to promoting, and get all that stuff done for myself so I can get somewhere. And I just appreciate that from him.
We love that. I love that. You gotta have a team. People who say they can do it all the way alone, they're liars. I mean, even if I did it by myself, I still have people I show my music to that give me advice, and that counts. Like, that definitely counts.
I tell you what, man. Without my team, like if you don't, I'm PTMG, I'm certified sweets. Like without these two companies, and I got companies signed under PTMG as well, but we don't see those different companies.
Right.
We see one team. We understand that it takes one team. Everybody understood that PTMG was going to be able to elevate whatever company they had under, as well. So they're like, you know what? Let's come together. Let's build together. And I understand that their company needs growth, and they understand that my company needs growth. And we both understand that we need something from each other. So that's why we understand that there's just one. When you understand you need something from each other and it's not a motive and a motive,
Right.
because people have everybody has a motive, whether it's bad or good, everybody has a motive. But when we come together and we realize that there's only one motive, and it's the music is going to bring in the money. You feel what I'm saying? The money is going to fund the music. You feel what I'm saying? The money is going to fund the family. You feel what I mean? That's why we speak faith, family, finances, because without those three, there can't be music.
Right.
You're not mentally stable. You're not together. So those three words right there: faith, family, finances, and then music. Do you agree on those terms, or do you think something different?
I do agree on those terms. That's basically what MHM is. We're not really so much of a label. We're more of a collective, but first we're family. Those are my brothers. I
Yes.
hold them up whenever they need it. They hold me up whenever I need it. That's how it has to be. Otherwise, nothing would ever get done. Nothing would ever get put out there. Everybody would be in a slump always. We always pushing each other.
Yeah, because if not, it becomes competitive, and that's amongst a team. So everybody else is like, oh, I'm more lit than he is. Give me the bag. I'm more lit than he is. Give me the bag. Because at the end of the day, bro, what about like you might be the most lit, but teach your team. Teach your team how you got lit. Teach your team how you got your music hot. Teach your team how you do your content. Teach your team how you feel what I'm saying. And that's what you guys are doing. You're taking your independent guys from all over the country, and you realize you need videos, you realize you need beats, production, engineering, and y'all bring it all together. That's a collective. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. TuF calls that bosses making bosses.
Bosses making
Bosses
bosses.
making bosses. So
Exactly.
I want you to tell me two things. Well, I know what it means. I want you to tell everyone else two things. A, what does MHM stand for?
Hmm.
And B, what's the distinct look of your headwear and why?
What's it called? MHM stands for Manifesting Higher Motives. Me and Chris came up with that one night when we decided to actually go with this idea of creating a collective. And at first it was something else. I forgot exactly what it was. It wasn't MHM at first. It was something else, and we found out that that had been taken already, so we had to change it. And then my headwear, I don't even know. It just I like it.
That
Style.
I love that because it's so different and like, like my hair is crazy right now too. But like whatever I feel as an artist, like I do, and then I do extra about it. So
Oh,
it's our look. I love it. I love it. It's different.
my head look like TuF.T's over there.
Yeah,
No,
I'm gonna say something. I love that you said my name correct from the rip. I love that you pay attention. Now I already see that you're paying attention. You
Yeah.
feel what I'm saying? Like we did our homework on you. You did your homework on us. So because when you step on an interview, you don't want to be like, I don't want to be like, call you outside your name. You don't want to call the host outside their name. You want everything to be kosher. You want everything to be chill. You feel what I'm saying? But this my lady, man. She'll tell you. Everybody call me everything but tough. Real shit.
to
Nah, I got you.
all
Tooth,
sorts of stuff.
turf.
Turf.
I've been everything. I appreciate that.
TuF.T. That's what it is.
No, that's important. It's important in the industry to pay attention and be aware of your surroundings and do your homework. And you're young, but you're not uneducated in it. So I love that. So you're big bankroll AVO.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. I mean, my saying is yes, sir. I get that in my head, so I apologize.
Oh, did he freeze up?
Yeah. There he
I
goes.
can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. My bad. Did I freeze up?
Good. Yeah, just for a second.
Oh.
Did you hear my question though?
Yeah, I'm Big Bankroll Avo. My bad.
What's the AVO for?
That's for my mom actually. I actually took a little bit of Drake because
Oh,
Drake be stealing everything anyways. So OVO was October very own. My mama name was April, which is also a month. So I'm April's very own.
I freaking love that. He said they steal everything anyway. So, it's important to know that early on in the game and take absolutely no offense to
Yeah,
it. We were just talking about that, like, oh, he's got an industry flow. It sounds like this person. Man, think of every great artist out there. They all take somebody's. Even Mariah Carey's songs, they're like old school renditions of like the 50s and 60s. Everyone's been doing that
Yeah.
forever. It's a thing.
and
All
there's
right,
just so
man.
many
So
artists nowadays. So
at the end of the day, man, we've been independent. We've been grinding independently. We've been doing shows independently, throwing our own shows independently.
Mm.
What do you have planned for your independent label?
really, just consistency, and we just gonna keep pushing. We gonna take it one day at a time because that's all we can really do. But we do got big plans. I can't really talk too much about them because they not all set in stone yet. But
Yeah, agree.
don't want to jinx nothing. I feel like the greater being
I hear you.
above us is always watching.
But we can't manifest it though.
Yeah, we can manifest it all day.
But I agree with that too. I agree with that too. I speak that. My boy taught me that don't share with folks who you don't know care. At the end of the day, you're putting out an energy and your stuff that other people may try to take from you or wipe out. I like to wait till things are solidified, like 1,000%. Like if I'm opening up for Boosie, I'm not telling nobody till I'm 1,000% locked in. You know what I mean? I want that. I want that. So I did that. I told nobody till I was locked in.
I get that. Yeah.
At the end of the day, we here to win.
Yeah.
We're here to win. So I like your one day at a time because you have to in the music game, you gotta take it one day at a time because one day you're up, one day you could be sideways, one day you could be down. So it has to be one day at a time, man. And if I could give you any advice, I would just tell you trust your gut. Always trust your gut. If your gut tells you that he not a good vibe, or that energy he giving off ain't the right energy, trust your gut. If your gut tell you he might take your money, trust your gut, because the opportunities are gonna come because you're gonna go get them. But people say, "Oh, don't miss an opportunity. Don't miss an opportunity." I don't agree. You need to pick through and funnel through your opportunities, because they're only going to come once. And we're independent. We only have independent money. So we need to funnel through those and pick the right ones for sure.
That's facts. That's facts. Have you had any shows in the past or like big events that you did that you want to share? What are some things that you've done that you're really proud of?
I've done two shows. I had one in Houston not too long ago. I went there with my cousin. His name TK Brazy, but I don't know what he doing with music. He not really with our label. He not really as consistent or really want it as bad. So had to separate. But I also had another show in Oklahoma City not too long ago that was for the concert app. I don't know if y'all heard of them. They're like an independent kind of thing to schedule you performing. Like they go around to different
Okay.
states, they book out a venue, and you basically just sign up.
Hmm.
And if you get accepted, you get accepted type thing.
Yeah.
Interesting. No, I haven't heard of that. But there's so many. Down here we have like Two Hot Radio. Most people know Coast to Coast. Like there is all sorts of stuff. But yeah, that sounds like something along those lines.
Yeah, we Coast to
So
Coast.
if you could change anything in the independent game, what would it be and why?
Independent game. I would change. Rephrase that question a little bit. Like, what do you mean?
So, all right. So look, I've been in the independent game for a while. I throw a lot of events. I host a lot of events. We're in the promotion marketing world of it, and like I said, I own one of the hottest independent labels in the game, bro. And I say that with confidence. But I've seen a lot of fuckery. I've seen a lot of gatekeepers. I've seen a lot of thieves and liars, and but I've also seen a lot of good. I've seen a lot of people help. I've seen a lot of people take people right to Boosie, take people right into the door. So at the end of the day, if you could change anything about the independent game, what would it be?
Probably be that directness. I want everything. Me personally, I like everything to be direct. I want to meet people like face to face. Like we doing
Talk
an
that.
interview over the thing. But that's just because location differences. If I was in Florida, I
Right,
probably would
right.
have pulled up over there or something. Never know. But what's it called? I really like the personal networking. Get out footwork, do that. That's what I would change. I would make that more of a priority than not. A lot of people are
Right.
doing so much nowadays that kind of gets overlooked, and it's a great way to still build your brand and revenue.
Hmm. Okay. So I encourage you then in 2025 to you now have us. When we open our door to someone, we don't just do a paid interview. If we take liking in the artist and we believe in them, for yourself, you're very young, so that is quite an early start for you. Um, there is no stopping you. I cannot stop traveling and doing stuff. I think 2023, I called it my Jordan year. This is your Jordan year physically until July, you said. But I was like, oh man, I'm going to open up for every celebrity I can. Like 2023 was celebrity year. I shook hands with so many people. I slept on a parking curb in Nashville, Tennessee. Like I got stuck in places. I hitchhiked for 6 hours. Like, my debit cards got locked, like, all sorts of shit happened. But I promise you that that's not missing. I promise you, because I did it all by myself. I wasn't really allowed to drive much in my past. When I got to the point where I was allowed to drive around, and like I said, I've only been at this 4 years, I couldn't stop. I was working 60 hours a week and still traveling 40 and taking care of a full family. I was a single mom of three. There is no stopping. But I promise you, if you need something for that, now you have some people. We got you on that. That is easy. I love shaking hands with my favorite celebs that I grew up listening to. It's life changing.
Yeah, I feel like if I can get out there and speak my behind
Yes.
anybody, then that's all that matters.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree. And you'll see how much of a difference that makes, especially if you have like merch or something. I remember like going up to New York and visiting with Hot 97 and DJ Drewski. And like I had researched and I'd seen his daughter like on one of his shows. So like I brought like a bucket cap for her and some stuff. And like, be a real person when you meet those people. I was like, hey, this is for your daughter. I'm a mom, like blah blah blah, and it just instantly made us connect. So yeah, you can definitely do that. It's awesome.
So at the end of the day, bro, it's about what you want to do. All right. So my man Ike, right? He always looks at everybody because everybody's like, "Oh man, I got this new song I'm working on." He's like, "All right, well, what you gonna do with it?
Facts.
Is you just gonna make the song? Is you gonna put the money behind the song? Is you gonna get out and promote the song? What are you gonna do with it?" He's not being disrespectful. He really wants to know, like, or if you got it, then show me you got it. Show me you got it. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, it's a show me world, and they can't stop you if you get out here and show them. Like, I'm gonna say something loud and clear, bro. I'm a felon. I am a felon. They told me that I couldn't get a job. I started my own LLC and I work. And I work. I just walked off 7 years of parole. You feel what I'm saying? In this whole 7 years, I was able to travel. I was able to sign artists. I was able to move around in different states and work with different people. Josh from YNC, one of them, he put me around a lot of people. I shook hands with a lot of people, and I've been in rooms with a lot of people that could do things for a lot of people. But no one's gonna. It's 2025. No one is going to give any independent label or any independent artist or any industry artist for that matter, no one's gonna put the money up in advance. No one's gonna give you $3-4 million no more. They just don't do that.
Yeah.
They just don't do that. They don't give no one sign. You don't get signing bonuses and stuff like that. You got to put up the money. You got to put up your mouth where the money is. They want to see you put up the money. They want to see you putting up the money first. They want to see you putting in the work first. They want to see you building a fan base first. Once you build all that, they willing to get behind you, but they're not willing to give you $4 million in advance. Just not gonna do it. You know what I mean? They're scared of it. You feel what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
with that being said, bro, like what is your plans with your music and your sound? Like what do you plan to do with your music, your sound, your label? What's your plans with that?
Keep going. That's my plans with it. I keep going. That's all I can do. What's it called? I do got an upcoming release coming this month. It's gonna drop the
Yes,
20th of
sir.
this. I just got word on it. That's that song that I had sent y'all. Uh, but yeah, I'm doing the promo. If y'all look at my Instagram at BigBankRollavo.mp4, y'all see that I'm out there promoting. I'm pushing. I'm making content. I'm getting it going. About to be on YouTube as well, getting the live streams in. About to be everywhere, doing it all. Trying to at least.
Yeah, it's about setting it in place and doing it, bro. You're doing it, you're making the content. I don't care if you're sitting on the couch and you watching TV and you just got something quick to say, hey, y'all want to get y'all a little message, man. Keep y'all head up today. That's content. You feel what I'm saying? I went and checked you out. We've been checking you out for the last 5 days. Just trying to get a feel for what you get into. See if you is he really worth doing an interview with? Like, is he for real? You know what I mean? Like, because at the end of the day, anybody we bring up here needs to, if they're gonna preach the platform, then they gotta believe it. You feel what I'm saying? You came on humble. You're answering some great answers, giving to these questions, man. And they're honest answers. You feel what I'm saying? And that's what people want to see. They want to see the real you. They don't want to see the artist you. They want to see who you really are. Because people might not fuck with your music, but they might fuck with you. So they support your music and your movement because they fucking with you. So always remember to be a great person.
That's facts. Tough and I hear more than anything. Like at first we almost took offense to it. We both performed separately, like we didn't. And they'd be like, oh, your energy is so dope, bro. Like, man, your shit is fire. And we'd be like, great. What about the song? Did you like it? How are the lyrics?
Facts.
And we're like, oh, they just vibe with us real hard. Like, and those are some of our best supporters to this day. And now they've grown with us to love our music as we've developed as well. But in the beginning, it was just like
It's energy.
us. Um, he's a superstar in his own life. Like they're like they just feel it. They're like, "Oh, I get it too. He's right." But it's like a energy we put off and they just like they vibe with us and then we, roll them in. So yeah, be yourself. I love your hat. Be yourself to the extreme. Um but if I really think about it, going back to that question,
Yeah.
Tough just asked, um think about it. If I were to ask you, like, what your goals were in music and, like, what you wanted to do with it, maybe you're a gamer. Maybe your goal is to get your song in a video game. Maybe you're a movie head like we are. Maybe you want your songs in a movie or on a soundtrack. Um,
Some
I
good
encourage you to maybe pick one thing.
I'm going for them all, to be honest. I don't know about picking one. I gotta
I
get
love
into it.
it.
I'm a hustler at the end of the day,
Line them
so I
up.
gotta,
Line them up.
yeah, whatever opportunity that seems suitable to me, it's there. I'm gonna get it.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know,
A closed mouth doesn't get fed.
I'd love to be in 2K one day. I'd love to be in some Fast and
Ooh,
Furious
see?
movies or something. Like all of it though. I need it all.
You would fit in a Fast and the Furious movie. I just want to say that you fit in like the be like an artist in the
That's
crowd,
facts.
like so. You do have that vibe.
I want my music in there. I don't want to be an actor. I don't know if I can handle that.
I'm gonna tell you something, bro.
Yeah,
You say that now, it's bigger than music. It is bigger than music, bro. And I
right.
gotta say that 100 times over because I'll host, I'll do the podcast, the radio station. I'm gonna continue to do all that. Even when I'm rich and famous, I'm gonna be on the show doing this right here with the people, the independents, because they're gonna be the ones leading me. You feel what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, bro. Like it has to be bigger than music. It has to be bigger than music. We got to bring in revenue all different ways. But if we want to be heard, we got to get on all platforms, TV, radio. You know what I'm saying? We got to be on all that. We got to be on all that.
Yeah,
Yeah, and if you pick one,
my
go
bad.
ahead.
Go ahead. I was gonna say
No,
I
no, go
ain't
ahead.
saying I ain't gonna do it, but if that opportunity comes whenever it's time, I might just hop on it because I already got to get into a character whenever I'm making certain tracks that really are a different vibe from what I'm used to. I got to get into a different character, a different vocal range, a
Yeah.
different stuff. So I've already got that part down. So I could do it still. It's just not something that I
Yeah.
really was looking at right this second. Not going to any auditions anytime soon or anything like that.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Anything you pick, like I know how to get your songs into movies like that. Like I know different platforms and things like that. You'd be surprised if you just Google one thing you're interested in for the year, whatever it may be, opening up for a celebrity, getting your song over here, being in a soundtrack. You'll find it. You'll find it.
Okay,
All
yeah.
right. Greg says, I'm so proud of you, Bankroll.
It's just the beginning, my friend.
It's just the beginning. Go ahead. Read some of those.
Yeah, let's see. Rick, that's YNC. He said reach out. He put some good names and connects in there for you as well. Yeah, you got Greg dropping in. Of course, he said don't let anything stop you. You haven't even discovered yet. Keep going. You got Alec. That's clear across the
South
world.
Africa. Big
That's South
shout.
Africa.
Oh shit.
He said, go get it, bro. You seem humble. You seem like a dope person. That's always important. That's facts. No one wants to follow and listen to someone they don't think is awesome, who they want to, who they can look up to like that. So you're definitely going to end up with some connects walking out of here. That's for sure.
It's just about, getting to know like we talk about this all the time. You gotta funnel through people. You gotta funnel through artists, you gotta funnel through producers.
Right.
Till you find the right one you need to be with or the right people around. You're gonna funnel through people. It's life. So you can't trap yourself in with, oh, that's the game is fake. So I'm not fucking with no one. People trap themselves in that. So I'm not speaking to you, Bankroll, because I see how humble you are and you understand the
Right.
game. I'm speaking to everybody else who are just too good and don't understand that like you gotta pick and choose. It's a fucked up world. You gotta pick and choose.
Facts. People like you shuffle through advice.
Yeah, and that's one thing that about me. Like, I do got that ego to me still. Like, I'm the best, but I always keep that to to myself. You know, I never really put that
Yeah.
out there because I know for everybody else I'm not the best to them. You know, but if I'm telling myself I'm the best and nobody else is, I don't see nothing wrong with that. You know, but I don't openly go
Say
out
that.
like egotistical and like I'm the best. Every other artist out right now is trash. Like, nah, they got to provoke me or do something to me to get me to that mode.
Say that.
Right.
Say that. And growing up as a kid, man, I wasn't a fighter, right? And my dad used to always tell me, "Boy, you're gonna have to defend yourself. You're gonna have to defend yourself. You're gonna have to defend yourself." But he didn't just mean with my hands. You feel me? As I got older, he taught me how to verbally use my words. You know what I mean? He taught me how to move strategically, and not to get what I want, but to show people that I was a real guy, like I was a real dude, like that you know what I mean? If you wanted to deal with me, you ain't got shit to worry about. I'm not here to do you dirty. I'm not here to do no crime. I'm not here to do none of that. Um, but I know if I can go back and teach my younger self something, I go teach him something. I line him up right now. But if you can go back and tell your younger self and or teach yourself anything to prepare yourself for today, what would it be and why?
Uh, Probably be what's it called? Procrastination. As a kid, even to this day, I still do a lot of procrastination. But as a kid, I remember used to procrastinate a lot on stuff that really could have helped build my character more than what it is now. You know, and that's probably about the only thing I would look back on. I try to live life with no regrets, though. You know, I try not to look back too much because what's done's done, and what's to come is what's to come.
Say that. Say that. But I see you also, man, you're you're in college right now. You're in full sail, right? And uh what what made you want to go to full sail? What made you not want to teach yourself? What made you not want to work with another producer? What made you go to full sail?
To be
You got
honest,
to speak up a little bit.
okay, bet. To be honest, I had just lost my job, and I was like, even though I ain't got no money right now, I know I can get into school, get my education going at least, and hopefully I can get to networking people there, and then I'm gonna get to the
If
back
I
end.
were to ask you, like, what your goals were in music and like what you wanted
My fault, my fault. I was checking the volume, making sure. You go ahead, repeat yourself.
to
Nah, you good. I was just saying. Wait, what did you ask again? My fault.
Um, if you can go back and tell or prepare your younger self for today, what would it be and why?
Oh, I already did that one. Remember, I said the procrastination and stuff.
Okay. So what was my next question? All right, we're just gonna get to the next one. All right. Do you have any shout outs you want to give? Family, your team, whoever it may be.
Shout out Greg. You know, he not with MHN Productions per se, but you know he's still the fam. He's still cool, and that's my guy. Shout out to my team. Shout out to MHN Productions, Moonlight Beats. I seen you were in the comments at one point. What's it called? Chris Carrots Beats. You know, shout out him for being my mentor. Uh, yeah, shout out to the team. Those are the people I can really thank right now.
Yeah, awesome.
I
I
love
like
that.
it.
We did see his name on a lot of your stuff, and I know we might have an upcoming interview with him as well. I love to see that. It's so great to see you guys working together as independents.
Yeah,
It takes a village. It's
It
just like
does.
raising a musical baby, like a little kid. Takes a village. Don't think that you have all the answers. Please ask another parent. Please ask your peers.
Facts.
They will
Facts.
help you. Tough learned totally different things than I did.
Yeah.
And to put minds like that together, like we just blew up. So
Yeah. And so it's like this, man. You're a humble guy. You got your mind, you got your head on straight. That's number one. The fact that you're not in the streets or got your eyes on the streets or you're not trying to come up in a different way. Like Babe always tells me, don't let the job work you. Work the job. You know what I mean? Like, I don't
yeah,
work
work to live, not
not
live
to
to
work.
work.
You feel what I'm saying? Like we got to be happy. We got to be satisfied with life. And I see that you got that right now, even with you in school and you being at a young age. You got a lot. Got a lot you can learn, bro. Be a sponge. Be a sponge.
Yeah.
That's what I want for you, man. But there's some guys in the chat. There's some guys around me. There's guys around you. You go to a great school that's gonna. That was the question right there. What made you go to Full Sail?
Oh, what made me go to Full Sail? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, yeah, I had lost my job. I was working at Walmart and I had car payments, $500 car payments, all these bills and stuff. And I still kind of like just took the risk. I'm like, I can't just keep watching YouTube videos. I'm not learning enough from them, because that was my only source of
Yeah,
like knowledge at the point. And
yeah.
I just like I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna sign up for it. I kept seeing hella ads. It's crazy how the universe works. Cause right after I lost my
Say
job,
that.
I was seeing hella Full Sail ads, hella LA recording school ads, all of it. And I just chose Full Sail because it's the one that seemed the most giving.
Yeah,
I feel
yeah.
like this
Are
industry is
there
a lot.
streets in Oklahoma?
You said is there what?
Are there streets in Oklahoma like that? Like, if I'm very uneducated in Oklahoma, are there even hoods in Oklahoma like that?
Uh, they're mainly Mexican hoods, I would say.
He said, he said,
You can't say that in Florida. The South, we apologize for him. He means Spanish.
I'm just
yeah,
I used to live around them a lot. You know what I mean? I'm actually from Bethany, Oklahoma, and that was a dude got stabbed right on our doorstep type thing. Like,
yeah, yeah,
but
yeah,
they got some gangs over there and stuff, but there's not too
I
many
picture
gangs in
country, I
Oklahoma.
guess.
Yeah.
I love it. You're so different. I love it. Absolutely love it.
I wouldn't have picked Oklahoma though. I know
I
that
wouldn't
shit.
have either. I said, "Where's he from?" He's like, "Florida." I'm like, "I don't know." Then you said Oklahoma, and I was like, "We used to run a roofing company up there." I'm like, "I don't know much about Oklahoma."
All right, man. Go ahead and introduce your song for us, man. I'm gonna go ahead and play it.
Okay, the song is "Hate Me Too." It's dropping 4/20/25, and it's my latest. And I believe I didn't produce this one. I believe I had a homie that produced it. But yeah, you should be able to pre-save now.
All right, say that, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all tap in with us, man, right here on today's wave. We finna turn up, man.
Big Bang Roll.
Can you hear it clear?
Yes, sir. Tell the truth, you bitch, yeah, boy. I'd probably hate me too if I was you. If I was you, if I was you, if I was you, I'd probably hate me too. If I was you, wouldn't know what to do. If I was you, I'd probably hate me too. If I was you, if I was you. Life of the party ain't gon' make them catch a groove. Life is like a game of chess, but I don't make the rules. Fucking with the money, that's my checkmate. Ooh, lots of nights taking L's, but now I'm on the move. If I was you, I hate me too. Money making music, baby, what can I do? You deserve that, you do. Why was I only one you wouldn't choose? If I was you, I hate me too. If I was you, wouldn't know what to do. If I was you, I would hate me too. Hate me too. Hate me. If I was you, I'd probably hate me too. If I was you, wouldn't know what to do. If I was you, I'd probably hate me too. If I was you, if I was you, if I was you, I'd try to get my money up. Big Bang Roll, so you know I ain't no runner up. I don't fuck with bitches who just tryna fuck my money up. And I ain't never kissed a hoe that tell me she just wanna fuck. Life's an uphill battle, but bitch, I'm Tyree. I don't care about them because they not me. She want a man to do better, but he is not me. She tryna make us official, but we're the referee. If I was you, I hate me too. If I was you, wouldn't know what to do. If I was you, I would hate me too. Hate me too. Hate me. If I was you, I'd probably hate me too. If I was you, wouldn't know what to do. If I was you, I'd probably hate me too. If I was you, if I was you, if I was you.
Y'all know the vibes, man. Y'all go tap in right there with my guy, Big Bankroll, man. Producing music, you feel me? Man, he's getting into everything, man. Engineering music, man. He writes his own lyrics. Y'all gotta tap into this guy right here, man. This guy right here, independently, man. I like what you're doing, bro. I like
Big
what you're
Bang
doing. So y'all know what it is, man. Y'all tap in. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead
Yes,
and
sir.
pause this real quick. Let us know where to find your music, man. How we can get in touch with you and everything.
You can find my music on all platforms at BigBankRollavo. Make sure that both B's are capitalized and AVO is capitalized. My Instagram is at BigBankRollavo.mp4. And yeah, y'all can just tap in with me there. That's where I be active mostly.
If I was
And
you,
y'all tap
if
in,
I
man. Y'all
was
know the
you,
vibes, man. This is
life
the
of the
platform
party
today
ain't gonna make
made.
me catch a
Sweet Sally
groove. Life is
Sweets,
like a
man.
game of
Y'all
chess,
know
but
the
I will
vibes,
make
man.
the
We turn
rules.
up, man. Y'all
Fucking
send y'all
with the
music
money,
in.
that's my
Y'all vibe out
checkmate.
with us, man.
Ooh,
Get some
lots of
questions
nights
asked, man. We're
taking
gonna
naps
dive
when
inside
I
the
don't
mind and see
wanna
go hard. Y'all know the
move. If
vibes,
I
man.
was you,
Always turning up.
hate me
Let's
too.
get it poppin'.
Money
Big love,
making
great
music,
artist.
baby,
Go
what
follow
can
him, go
I
check him
do?
out. So
You
many
deserve
gems,
that,
totally
you
understand.
do.
So big
Why was
big
I
love.
only one you wouldn't choose?
I appreciate you, big
If I
dog, man.
was you,
Till next
I
time, y'all
hate
know what it
me
is. This is
too.
the TuF.T's
If
Wave,
I was
hottest and
you,
fastest growing
wouldn't know
platform
what
in the
to
game. And
do.
we are
If
your
I
hosts,
was you,
Sally
I would
Sweets,
hate
Shot
me
Town, baby,
too.
man. Let's
Hate me
get it
too.
poppin'.
Hate me.